Reneé Rapp, leave me alone. Let's talk about it. How y'all doing? Welcome to Let's Talk About It, Music Reviews Season 11. How y'all doing? Welcome to the show. Guys, we got a pretty good episode for you today. We're talking about a pop artist that I haven't talked about since back when that Megan Thee Stallion song came out. That's the last time I talked about her. It's been that goddamn long, guys, but we got Reneé Rapp. And I'll be real, guys, I'm not really familiar with her pop music. I don't really know. I'll just be real. But I'm always going to be open-minded when we come to this show, guys. And I was very interested in checking out this song because, well, it's about the only goddamn song that really came out today. So, we got to do what we got to do. But we got Reneé Rapp. Leave me alone. Let's get into it, starting off with the beat.
USAA knows dynamic duos can save the day, like superheroes and sidekicks, or auto and home insurance. With USAA, you can bundle your auto and home and save up to 10%. Visit USAA.com/bundle.
Bundle savings are off total premium, not available in all states or in all situations. To qualify, auto policy must be active prior to property policy issue, subject to change. Restrictions apply. Membership eligibility and product restrictions apply and are subject to change. USAA means United Services Automobile Association and its affiliates, San Antonio, Texas.
ChatGPT Plus is free for college students through May. Here's the thing. You've got a lot to do between now and then. Studying for finals, writing papers, trying to keep your life on track. And ChatGPT can help with all of it. It can quiz you for your econ exam, make a study guide from your French notes, plan out your meals and study breaks. It can get really specific on how you like to learn. It can even help you come up with ways to stop procrastinating. So from now until summer break, take advantage of all the ways ChatGPT can make your life easier. Restrictions apply.
Now look, this kind of pop slash kind of pop, kind of rock, punk kind of vibe going on here kind of reminds me of some, more 2000 kind of 10 style beats. We got these guitar riffs really helping out this instrumental really build out. We got these hard drums, but we also have this bass that kind of feels like I'm listening to, again, a 2010 kind of, electronic little like EDM goddamn song. You just got that bass that just kind of sounds like, it sounds a little distorted, it sounds a little, it sounds a little undermixed, but it adds that vibe, it adds that grunginess to the pop song. And so when you got this guitar riff, when you got this bass, when you have this, formula going on, I will be real, I think it definitely works. I think it definitely adds some value. I mean, is it anything groundbreaking? No, because I feel like, this is something that I really don't. I feel like you could just easily, listen to a more 2010, style where they were doing these pop and punk fusions. I mean, you can really just go listen to that. But if you're looking for something a little bit different, if you're like, fuck, what other this pop production I'd be listening to in 2025, if you're not liking what you're hearing and you like this kind of style, I think this song's definitely going to fit for you. But guys, this beat, there's not much to it, it's just kind of that same loop. It's that guitar riff, it's that, a couple of seconds of bass, it's those drums, and then, it kind of just loops on until the song's kind of over. And sometimes that can be a good thing, sometimes that can be a bad thing, but I think it's a good thing that works on this song. So, even though I think, the formula of this beat is a little basic, even though I think, there could be some elements that I would, rather like, maybe some beat switches, the drums switching up a little bit more. Maybe we get more guitar riffs doing its thing than there's just that one sound. But, for what this song is, I think it definitely works. So not everything's the beat, guys. So let's move on now. Let's get into the first verse. Now, this is where the song definitely loses me a bit.
Whatever the occasion, effortless elegance is right this way. Because Hilton brings you new ways to stay, courtesy of the Nomad London. And it doesn't stop at award-winning dining in a space draped in velvet and illuminated by vintage chandeliers. No, this day goes beyond with unparalleled personalized service and attentive hospitality. Oh, and did we mention the Nomad London can be booked using your Hilton Honors points at Hilton.com? Hilton. For this day.
Does it ever feel like you're a marketing professional just speaking into the void? Well, with LinkedIn ads, you can know you're reaching the right decision makers. You can even target buyers by job title, industry, company, seniority, skills. Wait, did I say job title yet? Get started today and see how you can avoid the void and reach the right buyers with LinkedIn ads. We'll even give you a $100 credit on your next campaign. Get started at linkedin.com/results. Terms and conditions apply.
You know, I like this beginning part. I like the vibe we're going. You know, we're saying something, and then that guitar riff comes in, you know, really to drive home the point. I think this works for the beginning. You know, I think once we get to the second verse, I really feel like the lyrics really drop the ball pretty quick. You know, I feel like, you know, the song had a really nice flow throughout it, and then once we got to that hook, when that guitar kicks in, when those vocals kick in, those background vocals, you know, the song overall has a really good value, some good vibe to it. But then, you know, you get to that second verse, and it's one of those things where I feel like the second verse was just kind of the same. I mean, I'm sorry to say this, guys, but there was nothing that really, you know, changed it from the first verse, and that's fine, I guess, but it's going to make a song where it feels a little basic to listen to. So that's definitely a problem on its own there with that second verse, but the first verse and that hook, that initial hook, really came in there and absolutely hit. So I think that's a really good thing, guys. So, I mean, look, I mean, Leave Me Alone is not nothing that I think, you know, adds to, you know, the new 2025 pop music right now. Nothing that crazy, I'll be real. But, you know, these drums go crazy. Those guitar riffs go crazy. That beginning verse was pretty nice. I like the hook. So, yeah, I mean, this is not a groundbreaking pop song, but if you want a pop song that has some, you know, punk rock elements into it, has some other stuff into it, you're definitely going to get that with this track. So overall, guys, I'm going to easily give...
Are your business expenses playing hide and seek? With Uber for Business, the small spends that slip through the cracks, like rides and meals, go right where you need them. Because it integrates with leading expense platforms, you can say goodbye to surprise costs, missing dollars, or chasing receipts. Everything's track downable. Uber for Business. Make small steps that make a big impact. Learn more at uber.com/small steps.
The new McCrispy Strip is here. Dip approved by ketchup, tangy barbecue, honey mustard, Sprite, McFlurry, Big Mac sauce, double dipped in buffalo and ranch, more ranch, and creamy chili McCrispy Strip Dip. Now at McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
This track just an easy 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10, guys. What y'all think about it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? I don't know. Let me know. Guys, if you're on YouTube, Spotify, Pandora, wherever you get your podcast at, make sure you follow. Turn on notifications, guys. We're going to be dropping new content every day. More Morgan Wallen content is going to be coming out soon. And yeah, guys, I'll see you later. Have a good one. Bye.